If we readily use the stress recovery pattern for physical training, why do we so often forget or dismiss the recovery part with respect to other stress in our lives? I'm Anne with Winletha, bringing executive coaching to young professionals. How do you strengthen a tricep? You lift heavier and heavier weights and put stress on the muscle, but you don't hold that stress for a really long period of time. You take rests between sets, between workouts. You allow that muscle to recover. So if this is a common understanding, then why do we forget or dismiss recovery with respect to other stress in our lives? I was reminded of this recently. I had kicked back to watch television. I had chosen The Handmaid's Tale, though. As I was watching, I was cringing and holding my breath, and my brain was whizzing through all of the issues that it was raising. If I was trying to boot up for something, that show would have been great. But this was a day where I had had plenty of enough stress already, and this show was not allowing me to recover. Worse, it was impacting my sleep. Once I realized this, I made some choices. Not to watch that show before bed or on days of heavy stress. Instead, I could watch Schitt's Creek. It would make me smile and breathe easy and more directly recover. So here's an exercise to help you strengthen your recovery muscle. Today, jot down a few notes of things that allow you to recover. Maybe it's holding your favorite yoga pose, sipping tea in your favorite chair, going for a walk, calling a friend, listening to great music, eating lunch anywhere but at your desk. Then every day this week, commit to at least 5 minutes of intentional recovery. Reference your list if you need to. As long as your shoulders are starting to settle back down, then that's a good sign. At the end of the 5 minutes, simply notice how you feel. And at the end of the week, notice if there's anything new or surprising in your stress recovery pattern. Click the like button to let me know that you're going to give it a try, and use the comments to share what you discover. I'll see you next week with another strength training exercise for your leadership muscles.